late model feature event. Starting on the pole will be the 1G of Terry Goshorn, and alongside him in the number 19J will be Ken Jester. Starting in the third spot will be the 111 of Greg Gussler, a heat race winner earlier tonight. And starting in that fourth spot is the 45 of Eric Hahn. Starting in the fifth position would be the number 42 of Bronley Wales. However, he is loaded up and leaving the Speedway, scratched for the night, Bronley Wales. Starting in the sixth spot, or scheduled to start sixth, was the number 3 of Robbie Smith, and scheduled to start seventh is the 41 of Wade Thompson. Starting in the eighth position in the 00 is Junior Record, another one of the heat race winners earlier tonight. And starting in the ninth position is the number 15 of Luke Hoffner. Starting in the 10th spot is the number 2 of Stevie Campbell. And starting in the 11th position, two-time winner here at Selinsgrove, won last week and the week before, Richie Jensen. Starting in the 12th spot is the number 96 of Randy Miller. And starting in the 13th position is the number 4L of Les Yonkin. Starting 14th is the number 27 of Ray Tobias Jr. And starting 15th is the number 55 of Denny Morgan. Starting 16th in the number 77 is Don Schick. And starting 17th in the number 80 is Sean Reckla. Starting 18th in the number 61 is Fred Spangenberg. And starting 19th in the number 76 is Dick House. Starting 20th in the number 11 is Denny Ackley. And starting in the 21st spot is the number 88 of Tony Adams. And bringing up the rear, starting 22nd is the 9 of Rick Neff. Racer Rick in the 9, bringing up the tail end. Green flag waves and we're on your way. Terry Goshorn takes him through turns 1 and 2. And right on his back bumper is the 111 of Greg Gussler. Eric Hahn rides third as they come out of turn number 2, and down the long backstretch, Wade Thompson runs fourth. Picking him up off at turn number 4 and coming around to complete lap number 1. Your leader is Terry Goshorn in the number 1G. Breaking the fence is the 19J of Ken Jester, but he brings it back safely. Heading down the backstretch now is Terry Goshorn in the number 1G. He will be recorded as your leader as they complete lap number 2 the way it looks now. Off at turn number 4, and Goshorn's going to lead it on the second lap. A lot of hot machinery beginning to work their way from the back of this pack now. The 111 now of Greg Gussler beginning to hurl in on the number 1G up Goshorn up in turns 3 and 4. We got 3 of them bumper to bumper as they come off at turn number 4 now. Goshorn will lead lap number 3 now as it goes over the record book. Richie Jensen now, we got a yellow. Richie Jensen is beginning to work his way up as we get that yellow flag. And we have 2 cars setting up between turns 3 and 4. And there you can see Ray Tobias Jr. as he pits the number 27. So something amiss on the number 27 tonight. And up there we see the 2 cars involved, the number 11 of Denny Ackley, and I believe the number 88 of Tony Adams. Both those cars setting very much the wrong direction. And we'll be back with the restart and your leader, Terry Goshorn. Well, we're back in here. No serious injury sustained up there by Denny Ackley or anybody involved in the accident, so we're back to green flag racing with Terry Goshorn, your leader, but Greg Gussler is bearing down hard. And Goshorn trying to hold him back. Don't know how long it's going to hold up. Gussler goes to the inside, Goshorn cuts down. Gussler tries him on the outside, he moves up, so the old blocking effect ain't gonna, it's working so far. Goshorn driving a very, very wide race car right now. Let's see what Greg Gussler can do. Off turn 4, it's still Terry Goshorn, your leader. Now Gussler has a good shot off of turn 4, and he'll go by. Gussler, your new leader now in turns 1 and 2. Looked like Gussler just had to kind of lay back and get a run on Goshorn and get him coming off the corner, and that's exactly what he did. the entourage. Up beside him now, Eric Hahn. In the meantime, Greg Gussler is pulling away to a comfortable lead right now in the number 111. Gussler, a year ago, bought out the Jeff Smith racing team, basically, and went racing here at Selinsgrove, doing a great job in the G&W on number 111. Terry Gosshorn continues to hold on the repeated challenges of Eric Hahn. Here comes Robbie Smith and Steve Campbell now up. It's a 4-car battle for second. Make that a 5-car battle, as Richie Jensen's also in there. Greg Gussler's drawing away. Look out, coming down the first track. Robbie Smith getting into the outside wall. Look out in turn 1. We're going to have some heavy damage here. Track is completely blocked. The red flag has been brought out. Look out, number 88 even spins. That's a completely blocked racetrack. The only cars not involved, okay, is the 111 of Greg Gussler, the 1G of Terry Gosshorn, and the 67 of Richie Jensen. Everybody else is involved down here in turns number 1 and 2. And I'll tell you what, Gussler's going to be your leader, right? Gosshorn's going to restart second, and Richie Jensen's going to restart third. So that's a great break for Richie Jensen. He just gained a bunch of positions here. A massive pileup. We're talking 17 cars here probably involved down here in turns 1 and 2. Some of the impact there was pretty strong. Let's just hope that there's no injuries sustained. The fans are getting a real kick out of this, but on a more serious note, let's just hope that there's no one hurt. And it'll take a few minutes to clean this one up. We'll be back with Greg Gussler, your leader, followed by Terry Gosshorn, Richie Jensen, and then it's anybody's guess who will restart fourth. Well, we're back in here. Wade Thompson, who is currently in the pit area yet, was a survivor, you could say, but was just black flag. No hood, no right front fender on the car, and really a tough break for Wade Thompson. Well, we'll go back to green flag racing. Your leader is still Greg Gussler. We got trouble in turn 4 already, as the car has scraped the wall. Gonna bring out the yellow. Richie Jensen had gotten around Terry Gosshorn down here in turn 1, but this yellow flag will negate that move by Jensen, and they'll have to send a wrecker after Dick Houts' number 76. So we'll, as quickly as we went racing, we're now under caution again. So we'll be back with hopefully a good rolling restart here. Well, we're back in here and set to go. Back to green flag racing again as Wade Thompson in and out of the pit area, trying to get the hood down on the number 41. He's back out there. Off turn 4, we go green flag racing. On your leader, Greg Gussler. Richie Jensen is running second now. Keep your eye on Jensen. It could be 3 in a row for Jensen tonight. Terry Gosshorn rides along in that third spot. Quite a bit of distance separating second from third right now. We got 2 battles on the speedway, one for the lead, one for third spot now. Battle for the lead down the backstretch. Jensen now beginning to hone in on the 111 of Greg Gussler. Let's keep it right here as I think we're in for a side-by-side battle shortly as we get the halfway sign from starter Charlie Page. Gussler and Jensen will go at it. Jensen rides a high groove off of turn number 2. Then look out right in front of us, car number 80. right in front of us. So, Rekla. Setting here and against the fence in the number 80, Sean Rekla has met up with the inside guardrail, and if he hasn't had enough problems already tonight, now he's got another problem to contend with. Let's see if he can somehow or other survive this incident and rejoin the field. Checking the steering right now. And a tow truck is en route to Sean Rekla, and hopefully he can get back in it. We'll be back with the restart. Back in here, and Sean Rekla able to drive away in his number 80 car, as no serious damage evident. Let's watch over in turns 3 and 4 now, as Greg Gussler immediately tramping on the gas pedal, and right behind him, hot shoe, Richie Jensen now. Jensen sizing him up now in turns 1 and 2. Jensen won here the last 2 weeks in a row. So, boy, I tell you what, it could get exciting here as we work our way down near the end of this 20-lap affair, as we watch him come by the flag stand. Greg Gussler and Richie Jensen. Terry Gussler continues to ride along in that 3rd spot. Battle for the lead. Jensen on the inside. Let's keep it right here, as I think we're going to have a side-by-side battle here as they come off turn 4 and down the front stretch. Greg Gussler continues to lead Jensen as they head through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Jensen now. Richie Jensen on the inside. Jensen now going for the lead as they head down this long backstretch. Jensen now has taken over the number 1 spot from Greg Gussler. Off turn number 4. Gussler don't want to give it up, but Jensen beginning to drive away now. Richie Jensen has taken the lead. He's on his way to possibly 3 in a row here at Selinsgrove. Jensen now has pulled away from Gussler. This is your other battle on the Speedway as Terry Gussler continues to hold up Don Schick and Junior Eckert in the 0-0. Car rolling very slowly in turn number 3. We may be getting a yellow. We'll have to wait and find out. So far, we're still green, and we're still watching your leader, Richie Jensen, who has a sizable lead. We'll pick him up this time off at turn 4. There's the number 88 of Tony Adams. Oh, cuts right across in front of Richie Jensen, your leader. Jensen continues to just pull away here, completely dominating this event. Off turn 4, here he comes. With 4 laps to go now. 4 to go on your leader, Richie Jensen out of Nescapac, Pennsylvania. Greg Gussler still runs second. Look at this pack of cars coming off of turn number 4. Flat traffic on the speedway. Terry Gussler continues to run 3rd. Holding off Donnie Schick and the number 00 of Junior Eckert. Jensen goes roaring by here and into turns 1 and 2. Jensen with a big comfortable lead. Back here's where the action is right now. That's why we're back here. Gussler trying to hold off Donnie Schick, Junior Eckert, and the number 3 of Robbie Smith. Off turn 4, here comes Richie Jensen by. 2 laps to go now as Jensen continues to just run away from Greg Gussler. Gussler runs second. Jensen's coming out of turn number 2. There's Richie Jensen on the backstretch. Jensen will now receive the white flag. 1 lap to go on Richie Jensen, your leader. Jensen continues to lead as they head down the backstretch and continues to pull away. Up in turns 3 and 4 now. All he has to do is be very careful. Look out. Jensen trying to squeeze by that lap traffic. Comes down, takes a checker flag, picks up the win, and he was all loose. goes, taken out by Spangenberg in the number 61 car. That was very close. So Jensen had 2 close calls, and Robbie Smith spins the number 3. Well, we're going to go checkered flag down to the end here now. Terry Gosthorn will finish 3rd over junior record. He'll take 4th. Finishing 5th is Donnie Schick. To the top 5. Gussler, of course, finished 2nd in the number 111. There he is, Richie Jensen. Down. He'll be rolling into victory lane for the 3rd straight week. There's Fred Spangenberg, who nearly ended Jensen's hopes up in turns 3 and 4. And also, how about the number 88 of Tony Adams, who cut right in front of Richie Jensen off of turn 4. So Jensen, the survivor here. I guess this race would have to be the would have to be considered survival of the fittest here tonight. We had the 17 car pile up in turns 1 and 2. Of course, Jensen, one of the 3 cars not involved in that, which really kind of helped him. But I don't know if he needed any help tonight. He's really fast. He won here last week and the week before with no help. And tonight, he was strong at the end, running away from the field. So I don't know. Maybe he has no brakes. I don't know. It looks like no brakes on the number 67. That's a peculiar way to pull into the winner's circle, but I would guess no brakes possibly. So Richie Jensen, the number 67, setting in the winner's circle for the 3rd straight week. We congratulate him on his efforts. And we'll be back with the Semilate feature event.